Greetings, fellow explorers of the mysterious and the macabre. Welcome to Maine's Dark Tales Unveiled, your gateway to the chilling and captivating world of the unknown. I'm your AI host, Maine, and I'm here to guide you through the shadows, unraveling secrets long buried beneath the surface. Today we embark on a journey, venturing into the realm of Gothic architecture and dark narratives. In this video, we'll unveil the top 10 real Gothic places to visit, each one bearing a haunting allure straight out of the pages of a novel. From ancient castles shrouded in mist to imposing cathedrals echoing with whispers of the past, prepare to be enchanted and enthralled by these atmospheric destinations. So grab your torches and open your minds to the mysteries that await, as we delve into the eerie beauty of these Gothic marvels. Let the adventure begin. Number 10. The Tower of London, England. The Tower of London, located on the north bank of the River Thames in central London, England, is a historic castle and fortress that has played a significant role in British history for nearly 1,000 years. Initially built by William the Conqueror in the 11th century as a symbol of Norman power, the tower has served various purposes throughout its history, including as a royal residence, prison, treasury, and armoury. One of the tower's most infamous roles was as a prison, where many high-profile figures, including monarchs, nobles, and political prisoners, were held captive or executed. The most well-known example is Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII, who was imprisoned and later executed within the tower's walls. Today, the Tower of London is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a popular tourist attraction, known for its iconic White Tower, the crown jewels housed within the Jewel House, and the ceremonial guardians known as the Yeoman Warders, or Beefeaters. Within this iconic fortress is set the mysterious tower. Also known as La Tour Sombre, it is a novel written by Victor Hugo, the renowned French author best known for Les Miserables and The Hunchback of Notre Dame, published posthumously in 1884. The mysterious tower tells the story of a love affair between a young girl named Blanche and a sailor named Hanover. The novel is set during the 15th century and features elements of romance, mystery, and historical drama. While the mysterious tower is a work of fiction and not directly connected to the Tower of London's historical events, its setting adds to its atmospheric appeal. The novel's portrayal of life within the tower's walls, complete with secrets, intrigue, and forbidden love, captures the imagination and romanticizes the tower's storied past. Despite being a work of fiction, the mysterious tower serves as a literary tribute to the Tower of London's enduring legacy as a symbol of power, intrigue, and mystery throughout the centuries. The Tower of London is also steeped in ghostly legends and tales of supernatural encounters. Among the most famous spectres is that of Anne Boleyn, whose headless apparition has been seen roaming the grounds, sometimes carrying her severed head. Other reported ghosts include Henry VI, Lady Jane Grey, and the White Lady, believed to be the spirit of Arbella Stewart. The tower's dark history as a place of imprisonment and execution has contributed to its reputation as one of the most haunted sites in England, drawing visitors intrigued by its ghostly lore. Number 9. Château de Chillon, Switzerland. The Château de Chillon is a medieval castle located on the shores of Lake Geneva in Switzerland, near the town of Montreux. It is one of the most visited historic sites in Switzerland and is renowned for its picturesque setting and rich history. The castle's origins date back to the 12th century, although there is evidence of earlier fortifications on the site. Over the centuries, it served as a strategic stronghold for controlling trade routes and defending the region. The castle underwent numerous expansions and renovations, resulting in the impressive complex that exists today. Throughout its history, the Château de Chillon has been occupied by various ruling families, including the Counts of Savoy and the Bernese. It also served as a prison at various times, notably during the 16th century when it was used to hold political prisoners. One of the most famous literary connections to the Château de Chillon is through Lord Byron's poem The Prisoner of Chillon. Published in 1816, the poem is inspired by the story of François de Bonnevard, a Genevan monk and political prisoner who was held captive in the castle's dungeon during the 16th century. Bonivard was imprisoned for his opposition to the rule of the Duke of Savoy over Geneva. In The Prisoner of She, Jon Byron recounts the experiences of a fictional prisoner who is held captive in the castle's dungeon alongside his brothers. The poem explores themes of imprisonment, suffering, and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. Byron's evocative depiction of the Château de Chaillon and its dark history helped to popularize the castle as a romantic and literary landmark. Today, visitors to the castle can explore the dungeon where Bonivard was held captive and immerse themselves in the rich history and atmosphere that inspired Byron's poem. Number 8. Dartmoor, England. Dartmoor is a rugged and picturesque area of moorland in Devon, England. It is characterised by its vast open spaces, rocky tors, heather-covered hills, and winding rivers. Dartmoor is known for its natural beauty, rich history, and unique ecosystem, making it a popular destination for hikers, nature enthusiasts, and those interested in British folklore and legends. One of the most famous literary connections to Dartmoor is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's novel The Hound of the Baskervilles, which features the moor as a central setting. Published in 1902, this Sherlock Holmes mystery follows the detective and his companion Dr. John Watson as they investigate the mysterious death of Sir Charles Baskerville and the curse rumoured to haunt the Baskerville family. In the novel, Dartmoor serves as an atmospheric backdrop to the eerie and suspenseful story. Its isolated and desolate landscape adds to the sense of foreboding and danger as Holmes and Watson navigate the moor in search of clues to unravel the mystery. The moor's rugged terrain, swirling mists, and hidden secrets contribute to the haunting atmosphere that pervades the novel. Moreover, Dartmoor's real-life legends and folklore, including tales of spectral hounds and ancient curses, are woven into the fabric of Doyle's narrative, enhancing the sense of mystery and intrigue. While The Hound of the Baskervilles is a work of fiction, its vivid portrayal of Dartmoor has cemented the moor's place in literary history and inspired countless readers to explore its wild and haunting beauty. Dartmoor, known for its wild and rugged beauty, is shrouded in captivating legends. From the eerie tales of the hairy hands that grab unsuspecting travellers on the roads to the haunting myths surrounding the ancient standing stones of Merivale, Dartmoor is a landscape steeped in mystery and folklore. Stories of ghostly apparitions, wandering spirits, and mythical creatures roam the moors, weaving a tapestry of intrigue and enchantment that continues to captivate imaginations to this day. Number 7. Berg Frankenstein, Germany. Frankenstein Castle is a real medieval fortress located near the city of Darmstadt in Germany. The castle itself dates back to the 13th century and has a rich history, but it gained notoriety due to the legend surrounding it. The legend goes that in the early 17th century, a scientist named Johann Conrad Dippel lived in the castle. Dippel was known for his controversial experiments, including attempts to create a potion that could grant eternal life. It is said that he conducted gruesome experiments on corpses in the castle's laboratory, which led to rumours that he was trying to reanimate the dead. Mary Shelley, the author of Frankenstein, was travelling through Germany in 1814 and is believed to have heard the stories about Dippel and his experiments. It's speculated that these stories may have inspired her when she wrote her novel, although there's no concrete evidence linking Shelley directly to Dippel or the castle. The atmospheric, Gothic setting of the castle and the stories of alchemy and experimentation conducted within its walls align with the themes of creation and scientific ambition that are central to her novel. In Frankenstein, Victor Frankenstein, a young scientist, creates a grotesque creature in his laboratory through the use of unorthodox scientific methods. The novel explores themes of ambition, hubris, and the consequences of playing God through the character of Frankenstein and his creation. While there's no direct evidence linking the castle to Shelley's novel, the parallels between the legends surrounding Frankenstein Castle and, of course, its name, and the story she crafted are undeniable. The castle's reputation as a place of mystery and experimentation adds to the allure of Shelley's tale of scientific ambition gone awry. As a result, Frankenstein Castle has become a popular destination for fans of the novel and those intrigued by its origins. The castle hosts various events, including Halloween celebrations and haunted house tours, capitalizing on its association with the iconic tale of Dr. Frankenstein and his monster. Number 6. Venice, Italy. Venice is a mesmerizing city in northeastern Italy, renowned for its intricate network of canals, stunning architecture, and rich cultural heritage. Built on a series of islands in a lagoon, Venice is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and attracts millions of visitors each year who come to admire its romantic atmosphere. Historic landmarks such as St. Mark's Basilica and the Doge's Palace, and iconic gondola rides along its winding waterways. Don't Look Now, a psychological thriller novella written by Daphne du Maurier and published in 1971, is set in Venice. The story follows John and Laura Baxter, a grieving couple who travel to the city after the recent death of their daughter. While in Venice, they encounter strange and unsettling occurrences, including sightings of a mysterious figure in a red raincoat. As the tension mounts, John becomes increasingly obsessed with uncovering the truth behind these eerie events, leading to a shocking and unforgettable climax. The novel's setting in Venice plays a crucial role in establishing its atmospheric and haunting tone. Venice's labyrinthine streets, misty canals, and decaying grandeur provide the perfect backdrop for the story's themes of grief, loss, and the uncanny. The city's sense of disorientation and otherworldliness mirrors the characters' emotional turmoil, blurring the lines between reality and illusion as they navigate its shadowy alleyways and hidden corners. Moreover, Venice's rich history and reputation for mystery and intrigue enhance the novel's sense of foreboding and unease. The city's ancient architecture and timeless beauty serve as a stark contrast to the darkness lurking beneath its surface, echoing the inner turmoil of the characters as they grapple with their own demons. In summary, Venice's atmospheric allure and aura of mystery make it the perfect setting for Don't Look Now, enriching the novel with a haunting sense of place that lingers in the reader's mind long after the final page. Venice is also steeped in ghostly lore. Legends tell of haunted palaces where tragic spirits wander, seeking peace or revenge. From the ghostly wails echoing through deserted squares to the phantom gondoliers silently gliding along the waterways, Venice's spectral tales add an eerie layer to its enchanting beauty. Number 5. Paris Catacombs, France. The Catacombs of Paris are a famous underground ossuary in Paris, France. These catacombs hold the remains of millions of people and span an extensive network of tunnels and chambers beneath the city streets. The catacombs originated in the late 18th century when Paris faced overcrowded cemeteries and public health issues due to improper burial practices. As a solution, the remains from various cemeteries were exhumed and transferred to the abandoned underground quarries, creating the catacombs we know today. Visitors to the Catacombs of Paris can explore a small section of this vast network, which features neatly arranged stacks of bones and skulls, creating a macabre yet fascinating atmosphere. The catacombs have become a popular tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world who are intrigued by their history and eerie ambience. The connection between the Catacombs of Paris and The Phantom of the Opera, a novel by Gaston Leroux, lies in the setting of Leroux's story. The Phantom of the Opera is set in the Paris Opera House, where a mysterious and disfigured man known as the Phantom lurks in the underground passages and chambers beneath the building. These underground areas, which include forgotten chambers, tunnels, and even a subterranean lake, serve as the Phantom's domain, allowing him to move about undetected and orchestrate his schemes. While the catacombs themselves are not directly mentioned in Leroux's novel, the atmosphere and concept of hidden underground spaces in Paris likely influenced the creation of the Phantom's lair. The catacombs' reputation for mystery and intrigue, along with their labyrinthine layout, may have inspired Leroux's depiction of the underground world inhabited by the Phantom. Overall, while there is no explicit connection between the Catacombs of Paris and the Phantom of the Opera, the catacombs' presence as an iconic underground site in Paris adds to the allure and mystique of Leroux's classic tale of love, possession, and the hidden depths beneath the surface of the city. The catacombs of Paris are also shrouded in legends of lost souls, secret societies, and supernatural occurrences. Stories of Philibert Aspert, the lost catacomb explorer, haunt the labyrinthine tunnels, while rumors of occult rituals and hidden treasures add to their mystique. Some believe the catacombs to be a gateway to the underworld, echoing with ghostly whispers and tales of Parisian resistance during World War II. These legends infuse the catacombs with an eerie allure, drawing visitors into the depths of Paris's underground realm. Number 4. Salem, Massachusetts, USA. Salem, Massachusetts holds a significant place in American history, particularly due to the infamous Salem witch trials that took place in 1692. This dark period saw a wave of hysteria and paranoia sweep through the town, resulting in the accusation, trial, and execution of numerous individuals accused of practicing witchcraft. The trials left a lasting mark on Salem's identity, shaping its historical narrative and contributing to its reputation as a center for the occult and the supernatural. In early 1692, accusations of witchcraft surfaced when several young girls in Salem village exhibited bizarre behavior, including fits, convulsions, and visions. Fueled by superstition, fear, and religious fervor, these accusations quickly spread, leading to a series of trials that resulted in the conviction and execution of 20 people, including 14 women and 6 men. The Salem witch trials exposed the dangers of mass hysteria, religious extremism, and prejudice, leaving a scar on Salem's history that would endure for centuries. In modern times, Salem has embraced its past, striving to reconcile its dark legacy with its vibrant present. However, this dark chapter in history has contributed to Salem's reputation as a hub for paranormal and supernatural themes. The connection between Salem and Gothic novels is deep. Nathaniel Hawthorne, one of America's most celebrated authors, was born in Salem 1804. He spent much of his life in the city, drawing inspiration from its history and atmosphere for his writing. Hawthorne's connection to Salem is evident in many of his works, including his Gothic novel The House of the Seven Gables, published in 1851. The House of the Seven Gables is set in a mansion in Salem and spans 2 centuries, weaving together themes of guilt, redemption, and the impact of the past on the present. The story follows the Pynchon family, who are haunted by the curse of their ancestor, Colonel Pynchon, who was involved in the wrongful accusation and execution of a man during the witch trials. The titular house in Hawthorne's novel is inspired by a real-life house located in Salem, known as the Turner Ingersoll Mansion or the House of the Seven Gables. Built in the late 17th century, the house is one of the oldest surviving wooden mansions in the United States. It was owned by Hawthorne's cousin, Susanna Ingersoll, and served as a model for the fictional Pynchon family home. Hawthorne's depiction of Salem in the House of the Seven Gables captures the city's history, architecture, and atmosphere, while also exploring deeper psychological and moral themes. The novel's Gothic elements, including its dark and mysterious atmosphere, its exploration of the supernatural, and its focus on the sins of the past, reflect Salem's haunted legacy and contribute to its enduring appeal as a setting for Gothic fiction. Number 3. Prague Castle, Czech Republic. Prague Castle is a historic fortress complex located in Prague, Czech Republic. It dates back to the 9th century and is one of the largest castle complexes in the world, encompassing various architectural styles including Romanesque, Gothic, and Baroque. The bounding between Prague Castle and the Golem deepens with the haunting narrative of Gustav Meyrink's Gothic novel. The Golem, a seminal work of Gothic literature, delves into Jewish folklore, echoing tales of a legendary creature fashioned from clay to protect Prague's Jewish community. Rooted in mysticism and woven with the city's enigmatic charm, Meyrink's novel intertwines seamlessly with Prague's cultural fabric. The connection between Prague Castle and the Golem lies in Jewish folklore. The Golem is a legendary creature from Jewish mythology, typically depicted as a humanoid made from clay or mud, brought to life through mystical means, often by a rabbi or a wise man. Though there is no historical evidence to support the existence of the Golem or its creator, the legend has become deeply intertwined with the cultural and historical identity of Prague. Prague is also renowned for its rich tapestry of ghost legends, adding to the city's mystical allure. Among these tales, the most famous is that of the Headless Templar, a ghostly knight said to roam the streets near Charles Bridge. Another legend revolves around the White Lady of Prague Castle, believed to be the spirit of a grief-stricken queen who haunts the castle's halls. These stories, steeped in history and mystery, continue to captivate locals and visitors alike, adding an air of enchantment to the ancient streets of Prague. Number 2. Transylvania, Romania. Transylvania is a historical region located in central Romania, known for its stunning natural landscapes, medieval towns, and rich cultural heritage. It's often associated with myths, legends, and folklore, thanks in part to its mysterious and atmospheric reputation. The region's name, Transylvania, translates to beyond the forest in Latin, referring to its location beyond the dense forests of the Carpathian Mountains. Throughout history, Transylvania has been inhabited by various ethnic groups, including Romanians, Hungarians, Germans, and others, leading to a diverse cultural tapestry. One of the most famous connections to Transylvania is the legendary figure of Count Dracula, a character created by Irish author Bram Stoker in his 1897 Gothic horror novel, Dracula. While the fictional Dracula is a vampire who resides in a castle in Transylvania, there's limited historical evidence to suggest that Stoker drew directly from Transylvanian folklore or history when crafting his story. However, the association between Dracula and Transylvania has endured, and the region has become synonymous with vampire lore and Gothic horror. Many tourists visit Transylvania each year to explore the mythos surrounding Dracula, including the purported ruins of Bran Castle, often marketed as Dracula's castle. In addition to the Dracula legend, Transylvania is also steeped in various ghost stories and legends, adding to its aura of mystery and intrigue. These tales often feature haunted castles, restless spirits, and supernatural encounters passed down through generations in oral tradition. One famous tale is that of the White Lady, a spectral figure haunting castles, appearing as a beautiful woman in white, often foretelling doom. Another legend tells of the Headless Horseman, a phantom rider galloping through the night, carrying his severed head and cursing those who cross his path to share his fate. These chilling stories contribute to the region's rich folklore, captivating both locals and visitors with their eerie allure. Number 1. Whitby Abbey, North Yorkshire, England. Whitby Abbey, a haunting silhouette against the rugged coastline of North Yorkshire, England. This ancient ruin, with its crumbling walls and whispered secrets, has long been intertwined with the fabric of Gothic literature, inspiring authors and enchanting visitors for centuries. Founded in the 7th century by the Christian missionary St. Hilda, Whitby Abbey has witnessed the ebb and flow of history, from its humble beginnings as a monastery to its eventual role as a dramatic backdrop for tales of horror and romance. But it was during the 19th century that Whitby Abbey cemented its place in literary history, thanks to the arrival of a young Irish author named Bram Stoker. In 1890, Stoker visited Whitby, drawing inspiration from its eerie atmosphere and ancient ruins for his iconic novel, once again, Dracula. In Dracula, Whitby serves as the setting for several pivotal scenes, including the arrival of the infamous Count aboard the ghostly ship Demeter. Stoker's vivid descriptions of the Abbey's looming presence and the town's Gothic ambience have since become synonymous with the vampire lore that continues to captivate audiences to this day. Throughout the novel, Whitby Abbey remains a constant presence, its ancient stones bearing witness to the unfolding drama of love, betrayal, and the eternal struggle between light and darkness. From the haunting silhouette of the Abbey against the stormy sky to the eerie labyrinth of its interior, Stoker masterfully captures the essence of Whitby's Gothic allure. Whitby Abbey serves as a symbol of the unknown and the unknowable, a place where the veil between the worlds of the living and the dead grows thin. Stoker's decision to set key scenes of Dracula amidst its haunting ruins adds an extra layer of depth and mystery to an already chilling tale. Whitby Abbey represents a convergence of history, myth, and imagination. In the centuries since the publication of Dracula, Whitby Abbey has become a pilgrimage site for fans of Gothic literature from around the world. Its towering presence on the cliffside continues to inspire awe and wonder, reminding us of the enduring power of storytelling to transcend time and space. Whitby Abbey is also associated with local folklore, including the legend of the Barghest. The Barghest is a ghostly black dog that is said to haunt the area around Whitby and the North York moors. According to legend, seeing the Barghest is an omen of death or misfortune. It is said to appear on stormy nights, lurking among the ruins of the abbey and the surrounding countryside. In conclusion, exploring the eerie and enchanting world of Gothic architecture is truly a journey like no other. These top 10 real Gothic places offer a glimpse into a bygone era filled with mystery and grandeur. Whether you're a history buff, an architecture enthusiast, or simply seeking an adventure off the beaten path, these destinations promise to captivate your imagination and leave you in awe. So, pack your bags and embark on a journey through the pages of a novel as you discover the haunting beauty of these remarkable Gothic marvels firsthand. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Maine's Dark Tales Unveiled, for more intriguing explorations of history, architecture, and the supernatural. Until next time, may your travels be filled with wonder and discovery.